Okay, enough Tina Turner. Let's talk some business instead. How are everybody doing? Let's see here who is online. As usual, just start to just introduce yourself. We can see your name here on the right hand side, but it would be really cool if you just say my name is, and I am logging in from, and then you write the city that you are signing in from, just so that we get some activity here and we know that whoever have signed in are also by their computers, so that they are not out in the kitchen preparing their dinner. All right, so if you are online right now, just let everybody know that you are by saying what city you are signing in from, and let's see how many people we are, because the coolest thing with this technology is that we have so many countries signing into one website at the same time. And I think right now a lot of people that are normally online, last Monday we were around 200 people, and most of these people are still in Bangkok somewhere enjoying some good Thai food right now, or perhaps they are sitting in the airport waiting to get back on their planes, going back to wherever they came from. I did the same this morning. I woke up and I got into the airport and I flew back to my home here up in the north of Chiang Mai. And I just want to know how many people are right now online listening to this and you were in Bangkok. Can you just introduce yourself if you were in Bangkok? Oh yeah, I had my shake today. Thank you very much. Who were in Bangkok? Oh, Angelo is there. Fantastic. Angelo, I'm gonna call you later so you can use your very grand microphone over there. And I want to know who were in Bangkok so that you can help me to make this training today. Okay? It would be much more interesting for most people to hear from more than just one voice. So we got Pam in Vietnam. I know last time you were trying to share something. Actually, you did succeed to share. So keep your microphone free as well. And I'll let you know what to share later. But you can just jot down on a piece of paper something that you really thought were amazing. Something that was special for you. Something perhaps that really stood out and you would like to put it into action right now in your business, okay? No, we don't send any images. I'm sorry, there's no way to do that really. So sorry, Pam, you just have to use your voice and try to describe that image instead. Okay, so besides Angelo and Joanna and Pam, who else wants to share something later on? Just let me see here in the chat so I can understand a bit better. KT is back as well. I'm not sure if KT is available with his microphone. Maybe Angelo, you can confirm that. That would be really, really great. And also if there's some, when I go through certain details, you are welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, because I took the notes and I haven't been able to double check the notes because I just got back. So if you do hear me mentioning any promotion or anything a little bit bad, wrong, then just let me know. Angelo is always very, very fast in correcting me anyway, so I'm sure I don't need to ask him to do that. He's so happy to correct me. Let's see here. Okay, let me ask another question. I see there's a lot of people signing in that were not in Bangkok for the good reason that you were in Europe and you're waiting for their Barcelona extravaganza. So who are planning to go to the extravaganza in Barcelona? Anybody there? Angelo as well. Wow, he is an extravaganza addicted now. Very exciting. And have you guys already been to an extravaganza? Anybody been to an extravaganza and you feel like you can share how the excitement is in an extravaganza? then I can perhaps let you share as well. That would be really, really exciting. So if you want to share, let me know. I see that you're a Get team member, then you have some experience and you can share. Perhaps you can share with another thing I'm going to share a little bit later. But let me just introduce myself. My name is Bjorn. 15 years ago, I was most of my time spending most of my time working for other bosses. I was a ventilation cleaner, a donut salesman, and an electrician. I wasn't unhappy with my jobs, but I was unexcited about my future. And that is the reason I really took Herbalife to my heart. First time I was introduced to Herbalife, I didn't really understand about the products or the marketing plan, but I did understand that the people that were doing Herbalife were a lot more excited than my colleagues. Okay, and it seemed to be a better future in Herbalife than in donuts. So they introduced me to a training system, and they said, if you stick to the system, you're gonna be successful. All right, and I said, why not? I attended an HOM, an Herbalife opportunity meeting, that followed by a basic training. One of the guys that was talking in this basic training said that he was making money when he was sleeping. Okay, and I thought that sounded great. And he said he was in Sweden, but he had some business in the Philippines. So when he was sleeping in the Philippines, they were awake and they were working, and he was earning royalty. That's a story that I heard. Okay, that's a story in a room of 20 people. And that story got me excited. In a room of 20 people. Can you imagine if you were in a room with 23,000 people hearing story after story after story? And the more stories that you hear, the more all your excuses just shrink. Okay? All your reasons just become huge. And you feel like this is it. This is something that you can really do. And the longer you sit there hearing all these stories, the higher your spirit become, and you're getting really, really, excited, and your confidence is building. And you flew in there like Hello Kitty, by you coming back like Superman. Okay, and that's exactly what a lot of people are doing right now. There's a lot of Supermans flying right back, and affecting a lot of people around the world. And I was excited to meet one of these kind of Herbalife Supermans 15 years ago. He turned me into an Herbalife international distributor, and he said that you can sell donuts some other time in your life, but right now you're gonna be a distributor. And so I did. 15 years later, I've been traveling all around the world, and I met a lot of really cool friends, and I was really excited to be in Bangkok this time, because every time you come to these events, you get a chance to really catch up with people that become very close friends with you over the years. Okay, and it includes a lot of training, but it also includes a lot of great food, a lot of great beers, a lot of great wine, a lot of great laughters, a lot of great sharing memories, and you just building a very close bond with your friends. And they're not your distributors in your organization only. Most of the time, what really motivates me in this business is people that are my sidelines. And if you don't know what that means, it means that they are just not in my organization. They are working as distributors. Perhaps we ran into each other over the years in an office, in an HOM, in an STS. We're working on the same goals, and we become good friends. And meeting all these people in extravaganzas is really, really valuable for me. Anybody online that feel that is something exciting for you as well, that you value that part of the business? I'm sure there is. So I just wanted to share quickly that. Okay, I'm still a Millionaire Team member, but I am, Angelo, I am very much jacked up and very excited to really put it together this time and make it to the President's team. All right, and I know that a lot of people will be very excited to see that as well. So, last month wasn't too damn far away. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm feeling really good. Now, having all this said, you know how it is when you promote something, and every time we promote an event and some people say, I've been there, I don't need to go again, I've seen it, and they say, well, it's going to be really exciting, you really need to go this time, you know, right? You've been there once, twice, or 3 times. And I just got to tell you that this time was so much more exciting than I can remember they were. 23,000 people, okay? And the most exciting is the timing, okay? The way the company's been growing over the last few years, and hearing all these great leaders on stage, and realizing that Michael Johnson, Dr. David Heber, Nobel Prize winning Dr. Luis Ignarro are all on our team. These guys are right now working to set up the company for you, for me, for us, for our family, for our future. I mean, put this in perspective for a while. Ask yourself, or take a look at your company that you are with right now, if it's not Herbalife, if it's another company, and you really think about the people that run your company or ran the company that you used to be with. Are they working for your best interest, or are they working for their best interest? Well, most companies I've been part of, they're working, of course, for their own best interest. But what's exciting with us here in Herbalife is that we're all in the same company. Everybody benefit from working towards the same goals. And everybody that come on stage and share, David Heber, Lou Ignarro, Michael Johnson with his amazing vision for the future, what's going to happen, and it just makes you feel very, very confident. Anybody feel the same? Are you feeling like even if you don't know so much about what's going on in the marketplace, maybe you don't understand everything you need to know about the networks, or all the products, or all the marketing plan, or the branding, or everything that is going on with Herbalife as a corporation, as an international company. You don't have to, because these guys got your back covered. The only thing you got to do is to go out there and work, okay, and relax and have fun and work. And the harder you work, the more successful you will become. So the name of the game here is that we are the distributors, and we have the time to go out and be distributors because of these guys are covering our backs, okay? So be excited about that. We have such a good company, an amazing foundation in the company, and the marketplace is just crazy, okay? Let's hear from Angelo. To start with you, Angelo, and maybe Pam, you can get ready as well. If Angelo and Joanna could quickly share something that you picked up from this extravaganza, and take a couple of minutes and do so. That would be really cool. So are you okay with that, Angelo? Are you ready? Okay, great. So I give you over the microphone control, and please only Angelo click talk now. Nobody else but Angelo, okay?
Okay, hi, good evening. I'm Joanna, so I will start first because Angelo said ladies go first. My name is Joanna. I'm actually from Singapore, and I have been with Angelo working together Herbalife since Malaysia opened in 2006. And before that, I was a customer, and I went to Atlanta 25th anniversary as a customer for the extravaganza. That opened my eyes, and when Malaysia opened, and that's where I decided to change career, came over to Malaysia with Angelo and started working this business. And this Bangkok extravaganza was incredible with 23,000 people. And what I learned from this training is, you know, it doesn't matter, it takes you how long to reach the next pin, but we want to do it fast. You know, it is consistency and it is patient. And the most important thing is once we are stepping into Herbalife, there's no way out and there's no way, never, never, never give up. So we're going to work a very good plan to, you know, move up to the next pin. And I'm looking forward to work with Angelo and move him up to president team. And this is an amazing training, and we hope to go September Barcelona as well. So hope to see everybody. And now I pass the mic to Angelo.
Okay, thank you, and good evening, everybody. Thank you, Bjorn. It was again an amazing, very, very exciting extravaganza. And this, I think this is my 16th extravaganza I attended. My very first one was in 2005. And at that time, Herbalife has been in around 20 countries or so, if I'm not wrong, or 30 countries. And what is really is the stories Bjorn mentioned already, but it's really the stories after so many extravaganza I'm going. It's not just the learning, it's the stories of new people, right? Going up, going so fast up, the excitement, and to see this company is really, really on the move. And you know, I could see how when Mark Hughes told us the future, and everybody believed to Mark Hughes because he had the vision. When Michael Johnson come, he had to prove that he's like us, like feeling like a distributor. And we could see with Michael Johnson, we have really a great CEO who will help us, and did already, to move the company so fast forward in a new decade, in a new business level, where so many people growing now much faster, and this business is never gonna stop. And Mark Hughes predicted that we're gonna reach to 5 billion. Now this year, most probably we're gonna really reach the 5 billion US dollars, but we're gonna go much, much further. And attending an extravaganza and see this atmosphere, talking to the people, and see how fast newcomers going up, it's really very exciting and inspiring. And as Joanna mentioned, yes, I think it's time for us to go back to work and to speed up now a little bit more. By the way, on the middle team seating, too many people there already, so it's time to move now forward, getting closer to the stage. So better don't wait too long, because it's really getting packed in the front. So many middle teams, so many president teams, so many VIP qualifiers. It's really hard to get close to the stage. So there's only one way: change the pin. And we're really looking forward and planning now. We go in September to Europe. Then most probably gonna also attend the extravaganza in Europe, because it's really one of the most exciting and motivating training you can attend. And try to, if you haven't been yet, if you're from Asia, you haven't been, well, then go to Europe. It's not that far, but make sure you attend one of the extravaganza. Okay, and I give back to you, Bjorn. Thank you.
Okay, great. Very, very good. Thanks, Angelo and Joanna, for sharing, and also thanks for your always pleasant company in the arena, even though there were a little bit crowded there. Even in the middle team section, there was probably 1,000 millionaire team members squeezing together there. It was like sitting in an STS. Let's see here. KT, if you prepare while I hear from Vietnam. So where are you? Let me see here. I got your name properly. Mr. Pham Tan Long, Get team from Vietnam. You just got back, I think, from Thailand. So please just take 1 minute and share, so that we can have more people sharing. Thank you. The microphone is yours.
Hello everybody, good evening. I'm Pham Thanh Long from Vietnam. I just doing Herbalife 1 year ago, and now I'm etiquette team members. It's the second time I joining with extravaganza. Can you hear me? Hello everybody, can you hear me? Okay, good. This is my second time to join with extravaganza, and this is amazing. 23,000 people, crazy. I have learned many things from me and our team is learned from extravaganza too much. We learned how to open the mega and super home at our city because the APIC will be the biggest Herbalife in the world, so we need to learn how to open a SOM. We open the SOM at the home SOM and the group SOM, and we open jointly together. We open the mega and super home each month in each city. We join with many leaders in Vietnam to open the super home, and super home will be the most exciting DMO in our country. As you can know, just 1 year I get to get team with the position because of the SOM. We do SOM in every house in our group. So we now choose doing SOM, and just because my English is not very good, so I'm trying to give you more better. But I think that after extravaganza, our group will continue to grow up and continue to come to Korea in the next 3 months. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, very good sharing, Pam, and don't worry, I've been to Vietnam, and I think you are speaking English like if you were an English professor compared to some of your country friends. So I have had a hard time to understand some of them, and excited to get you to come online here. And don't worry, we will have you come back and share more with us over the weeks to come, Pam. So let's see here from KT. Are you there, KT? Let's hear your excitement and your sharing from what you learned in Bangkok. 1 minute. Microphone is yours. I think you need to try that one more time, Katie. Don't forget to click allow. When you click talk now, there will be another button to click that says allow. So click allow and then the microphone will be activated. So we get you back right now. The microphone is yours.
There's no allow.
Okay, let's do it later. Maybe Angelo can give you some more information. All right, now let's carry on to the future. The future. The future. By the way, before we get into the future, I had a few notes that I took down from Leslie Stanford, one of the, if not the newest Founders Circle member. And she was giving a lot of amazing sharing. She really got into the story, how she was working with Mark Hughes when Mark Hughes came home to her and take her recruiting calls. Okay, so she placed an ad in the newspaper, and Mark Hughes came home to her and picked up the phone and invited 20 people. Right? He took 20 calls. And let's see if anybody can guess, from 20 people talking to Mark Hughes in this newspaper advertising, how many people did Mark Hughes invite to the meeting? Out of 20 people, how many people do you think Mark Hughes succeeded to invite? 20. Come on, guys, what do you think? 0, What do you guys think? 20? Well, nobody think 10. It's all or nothing, right? You guys are living the extreme life. Well, the fact is that he succeeded to invite nobody. Okay? And that was really exciting, because some people think that you need to be a chairman's club member, a president's team, a very successful distributor to be very successful on the phone and inviting people. And when Leslie Stanford saw Marcus, as well as her, failing to invite people, she didn't feel too bad about herself anymore. If Marcus failed to invite people, then it was not too bad for her to fail. And that was just a very interesting way for her to share with us where the company really come from. Marcus started this company as a distributor, not as the boss. He started as a distributor, just as you are a distributor and having your organization that you also need to go out and lead, all right? And you need to lead them by being a good example. And she talked about that, looking your best, working hard, taking care of your organization, and all that. Now, another thing that she was sharing was about gauges. And everybody keep hearing gauges is very good for you. But when every founder circle talk about gauges, maybe there is a real important lesson to learn here. She was sharing this story about the brand new presidency team members that were kind of flat in their business for a while. Then they started to really focus on inviting more people to the success training seminars. And they started to really take notes on how many people came to the SDSs, and they started to write down how many supervisors that show up on their statements every month. And of course, the gauges was more than I can share right now, but they were comparing that when they had about 35 people in the SDSs, see what I wrote down here, they had about 45 people in the SDSs, their royalty was about 3,000. The royalty was about 3,000. They started to focus on having more people in the SDSs and got the number up to 100 distributors in every SDS, 100 distributors in every SDS, and their royalty grew to 10,485 royalty points. And so what really they wanted to share with us was something that perhaps everybody can figure out anyway, but it's very good to have it written down and to really have it underlined, that the more people you get in the SDSs, the bigger your royalty check will become. So focus on showing people the bigger picture by inviting people to the SDSs. Be accountable to someone. Send your gauges into somebody that can hold you accountable. For example, you write down what you do every week and you send that gauges into somebody that you're working together with. It could be your partner. And perhaps they will send their gauges to you on every Sunday. Because it's very easy to fool yourself and by not doing really what you set up as your goal. But if you have somebody and you agree with them that they can hold you accountable, then that will be a great thing to do. And I think it's a brilliant thing to do. Think big and help your new distributors by painting a picture about how their future in Herbalife will look like. Very, very important. A lot of people think very, very small, and if nobody helped to stretch their imagination and help them to dream bigger, it's going to be very difficult for them to do so by themselves. So help them along and paint their picture that they can become a president's team member, they can drive a BMW, they don't need to take the bicycle to work all the time. And finally, always focus on talking to everyone that you meet in every possible situation. Learn how to turn any conversation into an Herbalife pitch. This is how Leslie Stanford got her 10th diamond, 10th first line president's team member, by speaking to one of the ladies that were working in a hotel, cleaning her room. and she took the opportunity to share the Herbalife opportunity with this lady. And this lady bought the opportunity, bought the dream, and qualified president's team. So she said, even though she were already having a huge amount of success, right? Probably having about 8 first-line president's team members already, she was still talking to the cleaning lady. And that is really what it means of believing in everybody and talking to everybody. Never, 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 never stop doing your first-line recruiting, including your retailing, so that you stay in touch with the marketplace. How you like that one, guys? You're gonna go out and speak to everybody you meet now? If a founder circle member speak to everybody she meets and turn every conversation into an Herbalife conversation, because she really is excited to share with people about the opportunity, why not do this? All right, why not talk to everybody? Why not see that everybody have an opportunity, and see what you can do, and do what Zig Ziglar says: if you help enough other people to get what they want, you can get anything that you want. Okay, so go out there and talk to everybody about this opportunity, because we are just getting started. Now let's get into some of the promotions before we close this training today. Some of the promotions they were talking about were really exciting, and this is an old promotion, but it's worth mentioning again. The Active World Team members. Okay, who are the Active World Team members online? Make yourself seen. Active World Team members. Now, if you can get $500 from the company, wouldn't that be a good thing? So go and get it. What you need to do is to qualify Active World Team, and you need to do this within 6 months, which means that you need to qualify in 3 different methods. 3 different methods. One way is that you need to do 2,500 volume points in 4 consecutive months. Anybody done that? You need to also do 500 royalty points in 1 month. 500 royalty points in 1 month. Anybody done that? Come on, guys, keep the chat going. And you need to do 10,000 volume point in 1 calendar month. Now in May there is a promotion. Any person that do 5,000 volume points in May will count these 5,000 twice, which means that you do 5,000, but you will cover the 10,000 volume point cut, which means that you can focus on the other 2 parts. If you already done the 500 royalty points, if you already done the 2,500 times 4, the only thing you need to focus on is to do 5,000, and you qualify Active World Team, and you will get $500 sent to you from Herbalife. Okay, so go for that and share this news with your downlines. Check where are they in the marketing plan, and so that they know how much is missing. Okay, Mark Hughes. I don't know if you have seen Mark Hughes trainings, but if you have not seen Mark Hughes train, you need to do it. And we all know it's going to be very difficult to do that live. And well, that's, I guess, the only thing that is really impossible in this company these days. So what we need to do is the second best, and that's to have the DVDs. And they have now sent out a lot of great trainings by Mark Hughes, and I thought I'd seen them all. But we were wrong. They have gathered a lot of clips and trainings that we have never seen before with Mark Hughes and put them into one collection. And the only thing we need to do is to do 3,000 volume point in May. 3,000 volume point in May, and you will get this collection, the DVD that you can, you know, get yourself and get your attitude straight in the mornings. You wake up, you can check this DVD, learn from it, and let Mark Hughes train you in your own home. So any serious distributor must have this video. Okay, so 3,000 volume points is all you need. And the exciting part here is that qualifying volume counts, which means that if you have a new distributor that aren't yet a supervisor, and he do 3,000 volume point, he will also qualify. Okay? So who's going to qualify for that one? Anybody? Who's going to get the Mark Hughes collection? They're never seen before. A very, very unique. The cool thing is, if you can get this one, as soon as you get it, invite your entire team that didn't get it to a big event in your home. And everybody, you sit together and you listen and learn from this training. So you need to have this one, 3,000 volume point in May. Write that down. Okay. It's important that we work and take advantage of all these promotions, guys. And what's coming up next here is the Korean University. And I don't know who already came to the university in Taiwan 2 years ago. Or was it 1 year? Help me out, guys. Was it 1 or 2 years? Time passes too quickly in this company. Last year, right? And this is just another of these amazing opportunities. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it on the next slide. But the opportunity is there. It's going to happen in September, and you do not want to miss it. What you can do here is to get yourself a very exciting head start. Now, the VIP seatings is 10,000 volume points, and the party is 7,500. More on that on the next slide. Be the first person in your team to start to qualify for this now, okay? Be the first person to get the ticket. And as you know, Angelo, we are always the first people in our team to get the tickets. So $95 will save you probably $100 if you get it right now. Now, why do you want to be in the party? Well, I don't know if you were in the Korean party last year or last year for the extravaganza 2000 and was it again 2 years ago? Okay, this extravaganza had this crazy party. It had this amazing scene with different seasons. Everybody was dressed for success. The food was 6-star. Free wine, as a lot of people noticed, including myself. There was a lot of free wine, and we had a lot of good time. And by the way, the guys that you see here in the photograph, Sam and Jenny, which are my really dear friends and mentors and brother and sister, they just qualified for the executive president's team, guys. So if you meet Sam and Jenny, you need to give them a big hug because they're part of our family. And they just made their president's team. Okay, and we're all very excited and proud of them. So you only need to do 7,500 volume point in May this month, and when you come to Korea, you will be there in this party, and you can take these photographs, and you can have all this fun. Okay, and if you're really crazy, you can have all the wine that you like. Just be sure to wake up fresh the next day. Okay, there's a lot of fun in these parties. How about the VIP seatings? I was meeting with some of these VIPs this weekend, and they are treated like royalty. So you don't want to stand in line if you don't have to, right? And you don't want to sit in the back of the arena if you don't have to. Guys, if you do 10,000 volume point in May, you will be handed this special VIP pass card, which allow you to sit just next to the president's team, just behind the president's team, which means that you will be just up close to the stage. You will see exactly what's going on stage. You don't need to sit and watch on the monitors. You just sit there and you will feel the vibration from the stage. You will have 3 full days to mingle with the absolute top distributors of Herbalife. You don't need to stand in any lines. Your downlines will be so impressed and will look up to you, and they will do anything they can to copy you. People will look at you as if you were already a president's team member. So, Why you want to be a VIP? Well, why not be a VIP, okay? And for what it's worth, for you to attempting to become a VIP will have you to stretch, and that extra stretch will make you find that extra person. I remember about 2 years ago when I was qualifying to be a VIP in this event, I wanted to do 10,000 volume point. In fact, I did 20,000 personal volume point that month. But I was stretching and I needed to recruit a lot of people, and what came out of that was one girl that just this event qualified VIP in Bangkok. So the time I was stretching to become a VIP 2 years ago made me search for more people, and thanks to that I recruited more people, and thanks to that I found more people, good and bad, and one of these stuck around. Her name is Marissa. She did the last 4 months over 35,000 personal volume points. She qualified for the VIP treatment, and she was in tears, and she was so excited to be online, in this VIP section, from sitting at what some people call the nosebleed section. She was now sitting just next to all the president's team. What a story, huh? So you can do the same thing. You can absolutely do the same thing. Now, let's hear from some people that have been to a world team training. I like to say some guys that went to Taiwan, for example, the Taiwan University, or any other world team training. What is the difference to come to one of these world team trainings compared to being in an extravaganza? So if we'll start again with Angelo, if you can just put the finger on why people need to be in Korea. The microphone is yours.
Okay, thank you, Bjorn. Well, the name says World Team Training. This is really a training on a different level. For me, the goal is two reasons. One, of course, is fantastic, it's fun. Go to another city, spend 2-3 days in a different place where you have never been. Taiwan has been absolutely exciting. Korea is amazing. Seoul is so fantastic. But the training itself is in a higher level training. When we're in the extravaganza, we talk a lot about stories and excitement. In the world team trainings, we learn more in details certain steps, and as a reason that is not being done in the extravaganza, because many people wouldn't really understand yet. But now as a world team, they have some experience, so they can be taught on a different level, more in detail, more in depth, and you meet different people who are already within the next 3 months going from maybe only being distributors up to world team, and these are this kind of stories you want to learn about for yourself and for your team. So world team training is a must, because these are really the stepping stones to your GET team. Back to you, Bjorn.
Very true. Let's see if we can have some more people share why they need to be in the world team training. I see we have a very experienced distributor with us here, my good buddy Peter Svensson. Peter, are you there? In that case, I would love to hear from you and give some words of wisdom why people need to be in the next world team training. So while I'm going through the list here, if you can hear me, Peter, let me know. Okay? How do you guys just be patient? Okay? No Peter around. Let's hear from some people else. Okay, there. Here I see that Marissa is even online. I don't know if you have a microphone. Marissa, do you have a microphone? Maybe you can share how it felt to sit in the VIP section and why people need to qualify for the VIP in Korea. Marissa, if you have a microphone, just let us know, please. not you, Marissa, another Marissa. Oh, there's two Marissas. One Marisa and one Marissa. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for Peter Svensson or someone else to come online, then let's go to what I think is important about going to these events. I always been attracted to Herbalife because of travel. In fact, they got me really interested by promoting traveling, seeing the world while earning an income, learning while earning, traveling and get your best education by visiting the places that you want to learn about rather than just reading about them. And I mean, Korea is an amazing country. It is really a spectacular place. It's so clean, it's so well organized, it's extremely advanced. Okay, Peter Svensson, I know that you're a great Herbalife distributor and you just confirmed that you are horrible with technology. You cannot click because I'm still talking, that's why. Okay, so Peter, I know you're there. So I will stop talking and the talk now button will be available. So come on, man, I give you 1 minute to share with people why you are why they need to go to the World Team Training. Here we go. I don't know who's Mona Lisa, but it doesn't look like Peter. Only Peter, please. Only Peter, please. Okay, Peter, the microphone is yours now. Hurry up and click it.
No, I don't think you want. Can you hear me? Yes, I hope so. The training will make the difference, will make me better. If I go to Herbalife training, I hope the same for you. I learn things, I get better. If you just came back from an extravaganza, you're going to start creating a lot of new momentum. Sometime down the line, it's great to take the next step again. Of course, you want to hang around the top leaders in your area and around the world. And the World Team Training is, of course, the place to be. We all got the same product and the same marketing, the same fantastic company behind us. If I go to the trainings, means I learn more, I become an even more successful Herbalife distributor. Best of luck to you all, and hopefully I learn some more technology soon as well. Thanks, Björn.
Well, anything is possible, Peter. Anything is possible, and when you do figure this one out, we know that anybody can do this. So thank you for leading the way for all the other guys. So let's see here. Here is a few things that that come to my mind when I think about going to events. And I have had many invitations to many countries and trainings that's been a little bit inconvenient for me to be invited to. And I got to tell you that because many times when you get you get promoted to go to another country to get trained, a lot of people that really need this kind of training, the first thing that will come to their mind is, how much does it cost? What is the cost? And I used to be the way. I was asking what would be the cost, how much the airplane ticket, how much for the hotel, do I really want to spend those money? And I almost take myself out of the training because I was focusing so much about the cost of going. And then one day I started to listen to the other guys that was talking about the cost of not going. And the cost of not going was so much more expensive than the cost of going. The cost of going cost me maybe $1,000 or $2,000 US, but depending on where in the world these trainings were. But the cost of not going would cost me to remain in a low momentum, remain in a small picture, and it will probably keep me from recruiting as much, keep me from retailing as much, and already within a couple of months I would have earned less money than I would have going to this kind of trainings. So the cost of not going is very, very expensive. The cost of going is very, very minor. On top of all this, going to these events comes with so many more values than just sitting 3 days in a training, which kind of sounds a little bit boring, right? 3 days sitting inside a training. So I started to look at the bigger picture. You can go as a family, all right? A whole team, like a whole football team, a whole school class. You go together, everybody come together, invest in the same travel agent, you go with the same airplane, you have the same tour guide, you're going to have dinner and lunch and breakfasts in the same restaurants in Korea, you stay in the same hotel, and it's really, really fun. You get so many good friends, you're going to see a new country. I don't know if you guys ever been to Korea, but if you haven't been to Korea, wouldn't it be exciting to be there? Wouldn't it be exciting to just go there and come back with some photographs and share with your friends about how it was in Korea? And a lot of your friends will be very impressed just by the fact that you were there, and they will think that you are a more interesting person because you come back from all these kind of trips, and they will maybe start to feel that whatever you are doing, whatever that Herbalife thingy is, seems to be such an interesting company, because you get to go to Thailand, you get to go to Taiwan, Macau, USA, Korea. So you got to go for so many more reasons than just 3 days in a room. So you might as well just embrace the whole idea and go out there and flat out enjoy the whole package. Okay, bring back great stories. You become excited, make new friends, grow as a person, have a really, really good life. And finally, be sure you are a really good example to your team by going in the front, because by being a leader, you're going to have people following you. But if you are not going for these kind of events, your downlines will look at you and they will do what you do. So before we go to the Q&A here, I just quickly wanted to mention that we're having this HOM, online HOM, this coming Wednesday. Okay, this coming Wednesday, 11th, May 11th. And I am doing the HOM, so let me do the work for you. The only thing you need to do is to spend the next 2 days inviting people. And you need to invite anybody that you can possibly think of. And we will do our best job to introduce them to the Herbalife business opportunity. All right? The prospects will be invited to go to homlogin.com. homlogin.com. If you don't know how this works, you can go there right now by yourself and just check it out. See what your guests will see. It will help you when you invite them. They will simply register with their name, your name, and sign in. Okay? If you are a distributor, you will sign in from recruitsystem.com/HOM-login. recruitsystem.com/HOM-login. That will allow you to sign in directly with your name if you are already a Recruit System user. I know a lot of people here, of course, are Recruit System members. When you are, you just need to simply sign in and click one button, and you are automatically signed in with your name, with your Herbalife title, and everything. It's very convenient, very quick, and this is becoming a very, very good method for us to register people. And I gotta tell you this, guys, the world is not gonna get any less technical. Sorry, Peter. Okay, the world is just going to become more and more technical. The good news is that it's becoming more user friendly. but the world is growing. 7 billion people are in the world now, spread out in hundreds of countries and thousands of islands, and a lot of people that hear about Herbalife are not in your city, and it's just a pity to miss out on these guys. I just met actually one of my new team members from Malaysia. She was introduced by one of my guys in Taiwan. So he was in Taiwan phoning up this girl, her name is Jin, and introducing her to the business opportunity, signing her up online and having her to go to the event. And she brought 10 people with her from Malaysia to the extravaganza in Bangkok online. Guys, he's in Taiwan recruiting in Malaysia online. And I thought it's pretty exciting because a lot of people are focusing on finding people only where they live, which is really, really good. But every now and then you do find people, even though you're not trying, you find people in other cities. So instead of just leaving them, invite them to the HOMlogin.com. We will do the presentation, and the rest you can do by yourself by calling them after the HOM, charging them the best way you can possibly think of. Maybe you have a method to charge people by PayPal, or they can bank in the money directly to your account, or bank in the money directly to Herbalife account if that makes them feel more secure. Perhaps you can speak to your upline what they do, but as Sabrina just said here, you know, work locally, think globally. Okay, thank you for that one. Alan Lorenz has been saying that for as long as I've known him. Now let's get to some Q&A. Anybody have some questions? If I know the answer, I will help. If I don't know the answer, then either I'm just going to be quiet and hope that you don't ask again, or maybe some of my very, very nice team members here will step in and say, I know that answer. The qualification for Korea is that you are a world team member. You are a world team member, or you do 5,000 volume points 2 consecutive months. You are a world team member already, or you do 5,000 volume points 2 consecutive months. Okay, let me bring this slide up again. I think it's this one here. Yeah, here you go. So 5,000 volume point in May and 5,000 volume point in June. That would make you qualify for the world team training in Korea. Okay, let me see another question here. Will you become a world team member if you achieve 5,000 volume point in May? No. You will get your first cut to become an active world team member. That's how it works. Do you have the exact date for the Korean university? That's a very good question. Anybody have the exact date, since I didn't write that down? Come on, guys. Support. I'm looking in my notes here. I did not write that down. Anybody can let everybody know the exact date in September? 16 to 18 September. Thank you, Angelo. See how good it is to not be alone? We are more than one. We have so much more information. Good questions. Is Mandarin HOM still on Tuesdays? As far as I know, they are still doing Tuesdays. AJ told me that the last 2 weeks ago he was doing HOM and his internet just went down. And I guess it's sometimes out of our control. So, but yes, the HOM is still there. Any more questions? Event, how many members are attending? What kind of question is that, Deepak? I do not understand the question. Sorry, maybe you can rephrase it. Any other questions, guys? Relating to what we've just been talking about? I don't know. I really don't know, but I would think so. I really think so. Check with your local Herbalife office tomorrow morning, or, well, you can call them right now. They're open. It's a Monday afternoon in Belgium. And at the same time, I'm asking for no world team are attending. Are you asking how many world teams are attending the training in Korea? Is that what you are asking? Oh, I guess it's about 10,000. Last time we went to the university in Taiwan, it was around 10,000 people. 10,001 or 10,002, around there. A lot of people. A lot of people. More people than you can imagine. And imagine being with a room of 10,000 people that are all world team members. All world team members. In Extravaganza, a lot of guys started the business just 2 days earlier. Okay? But this is world team. It's a higher level. And what I feel is exciting with that is that when you have 23,000 people, then you have a few thousand that aren't paying attention. Okay? People are sitting in a corner sleeping sometimes. It kind of is weird. Really weird, but it's true. They're sitting in a chair sleeping because they aren't really switched on. They haven't really become serious yet. But at the World Team Training, there is so much more focus going on. So the whole room is more attentive. And it will make you feel more in the picture. So that makes a big difference. The whole energy is higher. And yeah, exactly, Sangram. They're not herbalized yet. And Angelo is not a question. Okay, we'll get the picture early. Okay, good. Very good idea. Any other questions? Going once. Going twice. If you haven't got any more questions before I'm going twice, then we will call this the night. And I think we're going to end. Let's see, we have a last second here. Sangam, all is qualified for the can distribute 3,000 qualified for the yes. Yes. Qualifying volume counts. That's what it said. Is that correct? Angelo, you that knows everything. See? How quick he is with his answer. Very good. Okay, you're welcome, Marina. South Africa, fantastic. United Kingdom, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, very much. Okay, well, thank you guys for being part of this training, and thanks for signing in, especially you guys that just came back from Bangkok, and some of you are still in Bangkok, I think. And we all working as a good team here. It's very, very nice. So if we keep working together and keep setting our goals straight, then the future is bright. Okay? So we have 4 months, May, June, July, and August. Okay? 4 complete months to work like donkeys. Okay? Work like donkeys. Not like dogs, Marissa. We figure out that dogs are not working. Anybody seen a working dog? Not really, right? Work like a dog. It doesn't make sense. Unless you are a Siberian Husky. They work hard. But the rest of the dogs, they just get, you know, food and go for nice walks and get scratched on their back. So what we need to work like is donkeys. They are working hard. Okay? So go out there and work like a 2 or 3 donkeys the next 4 months. And we're going to all meet in Seoul. I think it was Seoul. I don't think they even mentioned that, but I expect to be there. Korean University, and we have some fun together. Thanks, everybody, and good night.